We're at the Brownstone for the Glitz and Glamour Spring Shopping Event 2013, and we're here with Albie Manzo. How is everything going in Hoboken at your new restaurant, Littletown?
It's going great. I'm excited. It's fun to see the place finally open. There's so much talk and just so much everything. Planning from day one of this thing. You have this image in your head of what it's supposed to be like, and when you finally see it, it's an unreal feeling. It's fun.
We hear that your mother's meatballs have been a big hit with people who've eaten there.
You know what? I officially don't need my mother anymore for anything because our chef he nailed the recipe down so perfectly that I actually got scared. It's absolutely identical to how she does her meatballs. So I was pretty shocked when I had it for the first time. I had it for the first time on Sunday, like the real mass batch, and I was in shock. She's got to run for her money, that's for sure.
Has your mother tasted them?
She has, oh yeah. Well, we literally had her in Littletown with chef working with the recipe, and we got it down perfect. So I was surprised because, we grew up, obviously, with Mom, the meatball recipe, and Chris will cook on Sundays, and it's nowhere near the same. This guy got it in like 15 minutes.
And so the restaurant is now open to the public?
We are open for business. 7 days a week, we're there. So, brunch on Saturday, Sunday has been nuts. We've had about 2.5 hour waits on the weekends so far, and people have been sticking them out. So I couldn't be happier. I hope it keeps up, and we're learning every day. It's definitely something that no matter how much preparation you have, you're going to have to change things on the fly, and you're going to have to adjust, and there's so many things there that I thought were going to be huge hits that were even bigger than I thought. Some things that I thought were going to be great were not as interesting as I thought. So it's pretty cool to see how everything's working out.
And how often are you there? Do you and Chris kind of split the time that you're there overseeing things?
We're basically, as far as oversight goes, day to day, we have an amazing management team, and that was a big reason why we wanted to do the deal. Because the guys at Poorhouse and Littletown in the city are great. We're there, though, still pretty much every day. They almost had to throw me out of the place on Saturday. I think I was driving them nuts. But I think you know what it is? It's brownstoning instincts that kick in. And I was explaining to my cousin, we have these big New Year's Eve parties we used to throw every year when we were in high school and college. And I used to drive everybody insane because it was like I was working. And it's like I can't have a good time until I see everybody's having a good time, and Chris is the same way, and we kind of take that attitude into everything we do. And I think when we're in Littletown, it's like constantly touching tables. I was helping put furniture away, folding silverware the other day. Chris was, in the back helping everybody out. So it's fun. It's hard not to just want to be there every second of the day.
And how do you balance it with BLK water? You're probably spread kind of thin these days.
Yeah, what's really great about BLK and Littletown is it plays into Chris and I's strengths perfectly. So Chris is really more Littletown focused and I'm more BLK focused, which is great because he's got a lot more Brownstone experience than I have, where I've got a little bit more marketing experience than he has since going to college and all. So it's working out pretty well. The fact that Littletown is in our building is a godsend because the second I go home, I'm there. So it really doesn't take much for me to be downstairs, hang out for a couple hours, make sure everything's cool. And their team is so amazing that I don't necessarily need to put pressure on Chris and I to be there every second of the day. They really have everything covered pretty well.
Well, we're really looking forward to coming and checking it out. And we'll let you know in our team. We actually even discussed about having our next team meeting over at Littletown and kind of kill two birds with one stone. So we wish you the best of luck. And keep coming back to TBB Reality, everybody. We are your Real Housewives of New Jersey specialists.